Think cruise ship Starlink means guaranteed high-speed internet everywhere on board? Not quite. Even with modern satellite technology, passengers can still experience frustrating slowdowns, sudden signal drops, and buffering at the worst possible moment. And sometimes, the problem isn't Starlink itself, it's where you are, how the ship distributes its connection, or what thousands of other passengers are doing online. In this video, we're uncovering the hidden reasons cruise Wi-Fi struggles and the practical tricks experienced cruisers use to get a faster, more reliable connection at sea. Number 7. The Embarkation Day Speed Crash. You board the ship, connect to Starlink, and expect lightning-fast satellite internet. Instead, everything crawls. Your messages struggle to send, websites take forever to load, and video calls become almost impossible. But that doesn't necessarily mean Starlink is malfunctioning. Embarkation Day can create one of the toughest connectivity periods of the entire cruise. Thousands of passengers are arriving, activating Wi-Fi packages, downloading the cruise app, uploading vacation photos, and connecting multiple devices at roughly the same time. The ship's onboard network still has to distribute available bandwidth among all those users. Experienced cruisers don't immediately panic or purchase a more expensive package. They first disconnect unused devices, disable automatic cloud backups and app updates, then test the connection again later when demand has settled. They also compare speeds in different areas of the ship because onboard Wi-Fi coverage can vary by location. Hidden truth: Starlink can deliver fast internet to the ship, but your actual experience still depends on the ship's Wi-Fi network and how many passengers are competing for bandwidth. But the next glitch is even more frustrating, because you can have a strong Wi-Fi signal on your phone and still have almost no usable internet at all. Number 6. The full bars. No internet glitch. This one confuses even experienced cruisers. Your phone shows full Wi-Fi bars, so everything should be working perfectly. Yet your messages won't send, websites refuse to load, and streaming keeps buffering. Here's the problem. Those bars only show how strong your connection is to the ship's Wi-Fi access point, not how strong the ship's connection is to Starlink. You could have an excellent Wi-Fi signal while the internet connection behind it is congested, temporarily interrupted, or struggling to route your device correctly. Experienced cruisers troubleshoot the simple things first. They toggle Wi-Fi off and back on, reopen the cruise line's login portal, verify their internet package is still active, and temporarily disable VPNs if the cruise line recommends it. If nothing changes, they test another location before contacting the internet help desk. Hidden truth: full Wi-Fi bars don't guarantee fast internet. They only mean your device can communicate strongly with the ship's network. But the next glitch happens when your connection works perfectly in one part of the ship, then mysteriously collapses the moment you walk somewhere else. Number 5. The dead zone handoff glitch. Your internet is working perfectly. Then you walk from the lounge toward your cabin, and suddenly everything freezes. Messages stop sending. Video buffer. Your connection feels completely dead, even though the Wi-Fi icon is still showing. What happened? Cruise ships rely on many wireless access points spread throughout different decks and public areas. As you move around the ship, your phone should automatically switch from one access point to another. But occasionally, a device may remain connected to a weaker access point instead of smoothly switching to a stronger nearby signal. Experienced cruisers know the quick fix. Instead of repeatedly refreshing apps, they turn Wi-Fi off for several seconds, switch it back on, and allow the device to reconnect to the nearest access point. They also test the connection in a more open public area if their cabin consistently struggles. If the problem keeps happening in one location, they report the exact deck and area to the ship's internet support team. Hidden truth: sometimes the satellite isn't the problem at all. Your device may simply be hanging onto the wrong Wi-Fi access point. But the next glitch is harder to notice because your own phone could be secretly consuming bandwidth in the background without you realizing it. Number 4. The peak hour congestion trap. Your Starlink connection was flying earlier. Messages loaded instantly, websites opened quickly, and streaming worked without a problem. Then evening arrives, and suddenly everything slows down. That's because cruise internet is still a shared connection. When thousands of passengers return from port, relax in their cabins, upload photos, stream videos, and make video calls at the same time, demand on the ship's network can spike dramatically. Experienced cruisers learn to work around these busy periods. They handle important video calls, large uploads, or work tasks earlier in the morning, during port days, or whenever fewer passengers are online. They save lighter activities like messaging and browsing for peak evening hours. If speeds suddenly collapse, they don't immediately assume Starlink has failed. They test again at a quieter time before troubleshooting further. Hidden truth. Sometimes nothing is broken. You may simply be sharing the connection with thousands of people who all decided to go online at once. But the next glitch is completely different, because your own device could be secretly stealing the bandwidth you're trying to use. If you've ever paid for cruise Wi-Fi only to wonder why it suddenly feels painfully slow, hit that like button and subscribe. Because knowing how the ship's network actually behaves can save you hours of frustration and help you get far more value from your internet package. But don't go anywhere. The biggest Starlink problems are still ahead, including glitches that can make your connection disappear completely even when everything appears to be working normally. Let's continue, because the next fixes are the ones experienced cruisers never ignore. Number 3. The background data. Bandwidth thief. Your Starlink connection seems fine, but suddenly everything starts slowing down, even though you're barely using your phone. The problem might be happening behind the scenes. Your device can automatically upload photos to the cloud, download app updates, sync emails, refresh social media, and back up files without you realizing it. On cruise Wi-Fi, those background tasks can quietly consume bandwidth and make the apps you're actually using feel painfully slow. Experienced cruisers check these settings soon after boarding. They pause automatic cloud backups, disable unnecessary app updates, limit background refresh, and download entertainment before the ship leaves port. They also disconnect devices they aren't actively using, especially when their Wi-Fi plan limits simultaneous connections. You don't need to shut everything down. Just stop unnecessary processes from competing with the things that actually matter. Hidden truth. Sometimes Starlink isn't slowing you down. Your own device is quietly using the connection without your permission. But the next glitch is much harder to control, because even perfectly configured devices can lose connectivity when the ship itself encounters conditions that interfere with its satellite connection. Number 2. The satellite obstruction glitch. Everything is working perfectly when suddenly your connection drops. No warning, no settings changed. Starlink simply seems to disappear. Unlike the internet on land, a cruise ship is constantly moving while its satellite system maintains connectivity overhead. Certain conditions, including the ship's position, network transitions, weather, and temporary satellite availability, can affect performance. The ship's own structures don't usually block its professionally installed Starlink antennas, but your connection can still experience brief interruptions as conditions change. Experienced cruisers don't immediately start changing every setting on their device. They wait a few minutes, reconnect to the ship's Wi-Fi, and check whether other passengers are experiencing the same problem. If the entire ship appears affected, restarting your phone repeatedly probably won't solve it. For important work or calls, they also avoid leaving everything until the last possible minute. Hidden truth. Not every connection drop can be fixed from your phone. Sometimes the problem is happening between the ship and the satellite network itself. But number 1 is the mistake that can make perfectly good Starlink feel completely broken, and experienced cruisers fix it almost immediately after boarding. Number 1. The login session glitch. You've tried everything. The Wi-Fi bars are strong, other passengers are online, and Starlink appears to be working, but your phone still refuses to connect. The problem may be your internet session, not the satellite. Cruise Wi-Fi systems often require passengers to authenticate through a login portal. Switching devices, reconnecting after sleep mode, or reaching a device limit can sometimes leave your session stuck or require you to sign in again. Experienced cruisers check the cruise line's Wi-Fi portal first. They verify that their package is active, log out of unused devices when required, reconnect to the network, and reopen the portal to authenticate again. If that doesn't work, they visit the ship's internet help desk rather than endlessly changing phone settings. Knowing this simple troubleshooting sequence can save hours of frustration. Final hidden truth. A perfectly functioning Starlink connection is useless if your device isn't properly authenticated to the ship's network. The smartest cruisers don't immediately blame the satellite. They identify whether the problem is Starlink, the ship's Wi-Fi, or their own device, then fix the right problem first. Now you know the 7 Starlink glitches that can turn expensive cruise Wi-Fi into a frustrating mess. And more importantly, what to do when they happen. Before blaming the satellite, check your device, login session, network location, and background activity. A few simple adjustments can completely change your experience at sea. If these tips saved you some frustration, like this video, and subscribe for more cruise secrets and insider strategies. And remember, smart cruisers don't just get connected, they know how to stay connected.